Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different and not Jimmy related or VeggieTales related, but today I'm going to be reviewing the pilot episode of the Patrick Star Show. That's right, SpongeBob decided to disrespect Hillenberg's wishes to not make a reboot and made a reboot anyway. Based on Patrick. Now, why on earth would they make a reboot, and why Patrick? They made Patrick one of the most... He was always one-dimensional, but they made him even more one-dimensional, which is honestly ridiculous. How could you even make someone more one-dimensional? But anyway, what do I have to say about this? First, let's get to the the characters. Now, they did not give the parents' names. In the pilot, they just labeled it, Patrick's mom, Patrick's dad, Patrick's grandpa. But I'm pretty sure I could look up the names, but I really don't care. The sister's name is Squidina. Oh, yeah, and about Squidina. How is she a squid, and how is everyone else, Oh! Wait, is the mom? I was about to say, how is she a squid and everyone else was a star? Or is the mom a squid too? Oh wait, the mom might be a squid. Well, I know. She has star-looking legs. She's probably gotta be a star. Then how is she a squid? Is she adopted? I'm confused. Is she? I don't know the origin. Or is the mom a squid? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I really don't know. I'm actually kind of curious, but just kidding. I'm not curious. This show sucks. But, yeah, let's get started with the review of the pilot episode of the Patrick Star Show. Ugh. I don't think a show could get any more bland than what I just watched. It had the same one-dimensional liners, the same one-dimensional jokes, and for some reason, everything was, modernized even more. If there were, 50 years past, the original SpongeBob airing. And, yeah, with the parents, they are voice acted by the same parents in the original show. Oh, I don't know why they changed the models. That was pretty dumb. I think Squidina is voiced by, I want to say, the person who voices Karen. The grandpa, I have no idea. The grandpa was on the show before. Yeah, what about Big Sam? What happened to Big Sam? Or is that not the sister? Or is that a cousin? I forget, but... I mean, did they forget about the old episodes? Because I found those episodes okay. I mean, they had to completely rebrand everything, redo everything. I mean... Yeah, and now that they're working on the Patrick Star Show, what about SpongeBob? Is SpongeBob gonna air way less frequently now? I mean, it's barely even aired the past couple of years, very slowly, but still, what's going on here? So the episode starts off with Patrick waking up, getting ready for his show, and they used a lot of old jokes like Patrick brushing his eyes with his toothbrush, or Squidward playing a clarinet and everyone being in pain. All those kind of jokes. But then, basically, Patrick's about to have breakfast with his family, and his family ate all the breakfast without him, and Patrick was still starving. So he was annoyed, so he's like, you know what? Let me cook my own stuff. And apparently the sister is the director of the show. So, she literally, directed it. So, the episode would be, Patrick's hungry. Oh, look at that, one-dimensional. I mean, of course Patrick's hungry. He's a fatty. He's a fatty just like Jimmy. I mean, we already knew this. Come up with something more original. And so... when he tried to cook this casserole, it didn't work out, so He just complained, 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 complained about, oh, I'm starving. Oh, no. I mean, that was literally the whole episode. There was a scene where he was in his grandpa's bedroom trying to find food, and the grandpa was telling a story about how food was almost impossible for them to get back in the days. And the past setting was like Patrick and the grandpa as like cavemen with like a dinosaur trying to eat like a dinosaur plankton, and then they end up getting eaten by a dinosaur Squidward. It's just weird. Like, I know this is in the SpongeBob universe, but like, it seems like the characters they still have some of the old characters, but like, are there going to be like SpongeBob appearances, Mr. Krabs appearances? I don't know. But like, if you're making a show just on Patrick, I just don't think it's going to work out. I think he's too one-dimensional as a character. I mean, if we were talking about old Patrick, like Season 1, Season 2 Patrick, this might have been okay. But now we're using modern Patrick, who is even dumber than Jimmy. Just kidding, nobody's dumber than Jimmy. But who's almost as dumb as Jimmy. The show's not going to do well. I mean, we might as well now have the Jimmy Gorge show. I mean, this Patrick Star show, it's literally the Cleveland show of SpongeBob. It's literally the Cleveland show of SpongeBob. That's not a good thing. Both are bland and boring. I didn't like either. But this show in particular is way worse. I mean, this show is atrocious. I wasted 11 minutes of my life watching that piece of garbage episode. This is just as bad as the VeggieTales show. Who knows? Maybe it's even worse. I mean, nah, the VeggieTales show is worse. That still holds the worst show ranking. It's still more boring, but this is a close second. This is pretty awful. Show's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Hillenberg would not like this. He wouldn't. In fact, he's probably watching this right now up in heaven and is crying at the screen because they made this atrocity of a show. This show sucks. This show is awful. This show, and the fact that they are still, and now they're talking about making a movie based on Sandy. I mean, why? Why? We don't need these sequels. I mean, I think the SpongeBob franchise should just come to an end at this point. I really do. I think it's had a good run, but it needs to end before the legacy gets ruined. I mean, because these new writers are ruining this legacy. They're ruining the show. They're ruining the show. They're just like NBC Universal 2.0. They're basically NBC Universal 2.0. They're ruining the show. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. Yet nobody is stopping them. And sure, the reviews on this show may be positive online, but those could be just bot reviews. There's plenty of bot reviews that fakely give good reviews just so it has a good-looking rating. I mean, this show is awful. I mean, nobody likes Squidina. She seems like the Meg of the show. Patrick's just dumb as always. Dumb, fat, and stupid. The grandpa is basically just a lame, stereotypical C grandpa. The mom is just... They barely gave the mom anything. The mom's just a mom who feeds them trash, fat, garbage food every day because she's a horrible cook. And you got the dad who claims he has a job, but honestly, his job is probably just sitting on a toilet and pooping for 10 hours. This show sucks. This show is horrible. But yet they're gonna keep doing this show. I want to say the first season has, I want to say maybe 13 episodes. I'm not sure. Either way, I hope it gets canceled right off the bat. The show is awful. This is not okay. And you know what? I'm calling corporate. However, hopefully corporate doesn't like the show. If corporate doesn't like the show, then I'm calling Nancy. Hey, corporate! Do you like the Patrick Star show? Wait, what? What do you mean it's okay? This show's awful. What do you mean? Wait, why are you mad at me? You're mad at me for insulting your favorite show? This show is horrible. Oh, be quiet, you. Be quiet. Oh, shh. Shh. What do you mean that this show is even better than the VeggieTales show? Well, that show is horrible, too. Oh, so now you're saying that these shows are your favorite. Okay, well, you had the worst taste ever. You have the worst taste, and yet you're my lawyer. You know what? I'm calling Nancy now. Hey, Nancy. Hi. What's your opinion on the Patrick Star show? It's awful? Good. The show's awful, and we need to cancel this show right now. We need to cancel it. So, just hit up the numbers, and this show should be gone. Yeah, Nancy, go do that. Okay, now while Nancy is filing a lawsuit, we are going to be waiting until the show gets canceled because it needs to end immediately. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.